Hello, it's Andy Rouse here, Tiger Hugger, and it's a very sad week because we have lost one of our superstars of Ranthambhore called Arrowhead. She's very special to me because I spent a lot of time with her and my dear departed brother Dickie. So I wanted to tell you the story of Arrowhead via some of my pictures. So I'm going to show you the top 10 pictures that I've shot of Arrowhead. And at the end, there's a really nice musical slideshow of all the other pictures I've got of her life. So tiger lovers, please watch. Now, we all have great memories of Arrowhead, and that's the thing about Arrowhead. You know, a lot of us shared quality time with friends and loved ones in her presence, and so our memories are intertwined with her. She was such a special tiger, and I would say that she was loved worldwide as much as Noor ever was and as much as Matchley ever was, and probably more than Krishna because she had a great name, and she was named by Dickie because of the two arrow-like markings you've got over the top. She was born with a brother and a sister, Pac-Man and Lightning, okay, to Krishna. I only came along a little bit after she was born, really. So a lot of my pictures show her in later life. So let's start off with number 10. This one, I love this one. The story behind it is, when I first posted this on Facebook, somebody said, you made a snarl, you scared her, you clicked or threw a stone at her. I'm like, oh my God, what planet are you on? She was snarling at a chair. There was a chair, it was the old days when the road was torn up, and we had to come out through a different exit. Some of you will remember that on the edge of Zone 1. And there was a guard sitting on the chair, and the guard, we'd come out, and the guard legged it and said, this Arrowhead behind you came and got on our Jeep. And along she came along the track, didn't care about us, and started snarling at the chair. and look, I cropped the chair out of the picture, right? Because, you know, tiger and chair is not a brilliant picture, because then I get accused of putting a chair in there or giving a tiger a plastic chair. I get accused of everything. So anyway, that was my story of that picture. And it's one of the rare times that I saw Arrowhead snarl. She's not a really snarly tiger, and she's certainly not a fighter, okay? She's not like any of the others like Riddy. She's not a fighter. She never was a fighter. She was just a very, very cool and beautiful tiger. All right, this one, it's a bit of a joke. This is Arrowhead hunting. This is the time when we were all allowed to go on Malak Talal, which we're not allowed to go on now. And this is her hunting through the logs. And she used to hunt through the logs. I'm sure Tiger's Riddy still does, but we can't go there to see it. So she used to hunt for all these logs to see the deer that were out in the water, the sandbar that would come out on a hot afternoon. I love this image because she's got her head slightly cocked. She's really focused and looking on something. And she stalked right up and by her Jeep. That's the beauty of Arrowhead. She never minded you at all. You just had to behave yourself when she was close and be quiet. I love this because this kind of portrays what Arrowhead isn't like. She was one of the worst hunters that we'd ever seen. Me and Dickie used to laugh in the early days when she was cast out to be by herself on the lake at her severe ineptitude at hunting. She would just charge at groups of deer just to make them run with not a clue. Gradually, she learnt her craft. She turned into a bit of a calf killer as well. So she would much rather take smaller prey. But in time, she learnt to hunt. And this is a very, very serious hunt. She's still got the cute face though. If you look at her, she's still Arrowhead. She's still got this lovely, cute face that Arrowhead had her whole life. She was really gorgeous. Apart from in the last year, maybe, when we all know how much she was suffering and how much she was hurting. All right. Number 8, this is her, she's at the back, you can't see her, she's at the back. But this is a fight, okay, that she had, I love it, one of her siblings. Dickie didn't make this because me and Dickie had a big party the night before. The days of the bar, we had a massive party. We'd often drink with all the clients and we drunk a lot. And he didn't quite make it out the next morning. I did, and I got this. He'd been bragging to me about all the baby pictures he'd got of Arrowhead. He got some, brilliant photographer. He got some amazing pictures of her, which I hope now get to see the light of day. I managed to get this fight. It was literally over in literally the blink of an eye, like most tiger fights are. It was play dancing, so there's no claws out, you can see, no teeth or anything. I've got a fight last year that's much more serious between two of Riddy's young, and you can see it's a much more different fight from this one. These guys are just having fun and enjoying it, and I love it. It was a lovely morning I spent with all of them. Of course, Arrowhead being on the lakes, there were certain iconic shots that we wanted to get. Very few tigers were sitting on the chap trees that we used to get Matchley sitting on. They just didn't like some of the new things that had been done to them. But the iconic pictures of the banyan trees and the gates are something, and the lake are something that we all wanted Arrowhead to do. This is the only time I was in the right place at the right time to get her coming through. I was with Stephen Allison, I remember, and we saw her coming. We knew she was going to walk up towards the gate, so we backed off through the gate and just waited for her to come through, and I shot it nice and wide. Dickie's got pictures. You can see the windows at the top. Dickie's got pictures of a tiger, I think Matchley, in the windows at the top. But I like this. It's a rare picture to get of her. During this time, I can see when it was taken, 2018, I was in my Nor time. So I was spending every single moment I could with Nor and her cubs. And I would only come across to Arrowhead and see Arrowhead if Nor had made a kill and we couldn't see her. So I didn't see Arrowhead as much in that time as I wanted to. But a nice picture. Yeah, it's got no light and everything else. Well, that's just the way it is. I like the detail and I like the fact that she's actually doing it. All right, counting down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, this one. Beautiful evening light. There's one place at the back of the fort. You know, she got squashed into this small territory, increasingly small territory, and she used to walk along the track at the back of the fort. The late evening winter sun sets perfectly on this track. It's absolutely amazing. To get the timing of it is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. I've only got it once. She came over the rise as the sun was on its last legs. It was beautiful winter red sun, incredible. And because we were low, we could see right into her eyes. Her eyes were open, staring right at us. Pour forward, positive composition, all the photo stuff. Wild Bunches, you'll get your version of this a little bit later on with all of the composition and photo stuff and all that stuff. But I like this simple background, nice and blurred, really, really cool. I absolutely love it. All right. This is number 5, I think. 5, 4, 3. Yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, yes, it is. I absolutely love this picture, okay? I waited a long time to get this, to get a tiger in front of the fort. There's literally only a couple of places where you can get the tiger high enough to get this amazing 1,000-year-old fort in the background. I didn't shoot it with any kind of depth of field because there was so much heat haze. This was taken in the summer, so there was so much heat haze coming in front of her that I couldn't have got the fort in focus anyway. It was enough stress to get her in focus and fight off the attentions of another Jeep with iPhones that had no intention of allowing us to get the picture. So thanks to him, as always, the boss, and Raj Kumar for brilliant guiding and putting me in the right place at the right time. And thanks to Margot as well for putting this on the opening of the Remembering Tigers book, which meant more to me than you would know. And Dickie would have been very, very proud to see our Arrowhead on the front. Really, really beautiful. And it's a simple picture, and it just took so much time to do. And you've seen so far, she gives you, it's like Nor, she gives you so much of her life. You get to see so many things that you've always wanted to do. And when I look back at my work on the lakes, all my iconic pictures that I've wanted feature Arrowhead in some way or another. That shows how special she was. All right, let's go into number 4. This was amazing. She was coming down, this is on zone 1, she was coming down the concrete road. It was boring, it was in the concrete road, in the shade, everyone was on her, and I just said to the boss, let's go to the bottom. Will she go through the banyan tree? This beautiful banyan tree. It's magnificent on the entrance to zone 1. It's incredible. We waited on the other side and we thought until the very last second that she was going to go through the banyan tree, but she didn't. She went round the outside, and I decided to shoot this with a wide angle. So this is on a 24-70. Okay, this lens, wide angle, because I like the beautiful winter colours. This is all winter, so I like the beautiful, beautiful colours there of the tree. Is it winter? No, it's actually May. How can you believe it's May? So it must have been really, really late. Beautiful colours, really lovely picture of her. Her eyes are looking up because she's looking at us. We were the only Jeep there. And these special encounters that you have with tigers when you're by yourself mean everything. And I love that because it shows Ranthambhore. There's loads of pictures out there of her full frame. You've seen very few from me, okay? Because they don't scream Ranthambhore, which is what I want to do. Number 3. Yeah, literally, that is 5 minutes after the previous one by the banyan. She'd walk down, you all know where she's going, people that know Ranthambhore. She's going down towards zone 1. We pulled all the way along. The dappled light, it was spellbinding. It was amazing. And it's a crime to zoom in and take these big lenses, you know, and get the portraits. What a crime. Such a beautiful habitat. This is a picture you'd put on your wall. She was always a goofball. She was always with a hangdog expression, always with this ridiculous, like, oh my God, it's in the wild expression. She was always like that. And what an amazing personality for this tiger. You know, and you think, oh, all tigers have, you know, personalities. Trust me, some don't. But Krishna never looked at us once in her life. She just ignored us. Nor, when she looked at you, you felt like you were going to die, okay? You felt like she was like wanting to sort you out, and she had that really mean expression. Arrowhead never scared me, never gave me that impression in her whole life. She's an amazing tigress, and a picture like this I just think is great. All right, number 2. Wow. This was taken on quite a hot afternoon, again at the end of May, so really, really hot. She walked around the lake, there was nothing going on, so I did a bit of photo stuff, darkened the picture, and used a different white balance to make it exciting and make it in a silhouette. I really like the frame. It's a beautiful natural frame. Again, it screams Ranthambhore because it's all about Ranthambhore. You see the little plover there. She's not about to crush it. She actually walked by it. It was slightly behind her towards the edge of the lake. She was a few feet up. And the plover just stood there. It didn't go anywhere. And I like that because it's a very, very, very atmospheric picture. And it shows what Arrowhead was all about. So what's my favourite picture I've ever shot of Arrowhead? Well, there are many, and you'll see on the slideshow in a minute. But to be honest, it's this one. It has to be this one. It was shot in the middle of January on an incredibly red afternoon. It was so red everywhere. It was gorgeous. We hadn't seen her for 4 days. She'd been on a kill. We'd seen nothing. We were on the lakes. We had the zones. I think we had all-day permits then as well. No, we didn't actually. We'd been there. We'd seen nothing. And then suddenly she just strolls out of the forest like that's it, I've been here all the time. Like, oh my God, it's Arrowhead. And when she went along the forest track, I saw the darkness all around. She was walking from the darkness into the light. I shot a darker exposure to get this picture to come out like this. I love this because she looks like a completely different tiger from the others that you've seen. You've seen every picture I've shown you has shown her in a different way, in a different personality. This shows her, I think, as a real tiger. This is the moment when I thought, do you know what? You have become a proper tiger. You are a complete unit. You are fantastic. You've been a good mother. You are an ultimate tiger, and you deserve to have Zone 3, which she ruled for so long on the lakes. I mean, what an amazingly beautiful tigress. And the last picture I'm going to show you is the only one I've got of me and her. You see me on the right hand side there, Raj Kumar, the boss. I haven't got one of me and Dickie with her. Oh, I looked and I looked and I looked, and I wish I had one of the both of us together. I don't. But that's when she came out one afternoon. Thanks to Balandu Singh for taking this picture and giving it to me. It means the world to me now because it's another champion tiger, another superstar tiger that we've lost, you know, and very soon I guess we're going to lose a couple of our other favourites too. A new generation has come in. For me, it's that time. It's a massive change at Ranthambhore because we're not just losing the tigers, we're losing the tiger champions because Dickie has gone and Valmik has now gone, 2 of the biggest champions of Ranthambhore. And I'm hoping that we get big personalities there to take over the celebrity tiger, because we need celebrity tigers because they do great work for tiger conservation throughout the world. You can't hope to conserve tigers if you don't keep them in the public eye. That's my job. I'm a PR agent. I would willingly work for any conservation organisation out there for tigers that there is. Nobody asked me, and I don't know why. So I just do my PR job for tigers that I can. That's what I think of Arrowhead's life. The most amazing tigress I think I have known. I have loved seeing her from a cub to being big. She's been just incredible, just an incredible tigress. It's a sad loss, you know, but the past year and a bit, she's been really, really suffering, really in pain. It's been horrible to see. In fact, I refuse to see her. I just won't go and see her. So the slideshow you're going to see now are all the pictures of her with her life before that time, when she was a magnificent tigress, right from the very earliest picture that I got of her. So please enjoy it. As always, like and subscribe, and let me know your memories of Arrowhead below, and I'll try and remember to reply to them all. No, I will reply to them all because she's so special to all of us. All right, enjoy the slideshow. Turn the volume up. See you later. Bye-bye.